This is the elephant and this is an eagle. Let me tell you something. I see a bigger animal being eaten by a smaller one. Tell your neighbor, said the bird has taken the weapon. It's now doing the killing. There you can take your seats. Now, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. This is what I say. When I say it here. But guess what I then do? I can leave this location and go to my phone there and type it. And somebody from Ivory Coast I know says, Prophet, can you just do something? Said, Prophet, what was it? 1,500,000. I don't know, 500,000 or 500 or 1 million or something. I have 1 million for you. I'm going to be watching this today. Make this team win. I'm releasing it. So what do? I go behind the corner and say, God, if you love your son, this cup does not matter. What matters is a million. Why do I give prophecies of football? Especially when we are private like this. Because I'm trying to lure you to me, so I can lead you to Christ the way he has given to me the revelation. It's my pool area. Now I know what you want. You want me to be talking about AFCON. I spoke about it yesterday. Yes, now, and I'm going to do it again today. Now, turn to someone next to you and say, these prophecies are done only to lure our people to this building, to this location, and also to be partners. You say, oh, so it's a financial thing. Yes. This is the way we move ministry. The ministry of God is free. The means we bring it to you is not. It's the reality. This building right now is not sponsored by the ministry, but it's gone over $6 million now. And at the end of it, it'll be maybe around 10 to 15 million. We have people that are willing to give. Some give $1 million. Some give 2 million per year. They're here. They're even in your midst. So imagine when we want to give them benefits, just to appreciate them, we create portals for them to see these prophecies. And if you want somebody to come to this location, what do you think we're going to do? We do it on those portals. I remember when the World Cup was being played, and every prophet got it right that it was France that was winning. No. I don't mean to mark them. They actually got it right. But there are few prophets that are given an option to change it. After I announced, this is what I saw, a man called me and said, man of God, what does your church need? I said, we are looking for money to do what we need to do with our ministry. We have this. He said, no, I can give $1 million. I said, why don't you just give it? He says, I'm going to give it freely, but I want you to change the winner of AFCON. So now I have at least maybe 1 hour to change it. In that 1 hour, I'm going to convince God in some way. Big, tremendous ways. Have you not seen us here with people who say, my child is a girl? Oh, who is this one? Oh, you are the father. The child was what again?
Was a girl.
Was a girl. Imagine the doctor said, this is a girl. I come here and say, no, we're now changing. I'm negotiating with God. I go around here for 30 minutes. I say, it's okay now. Go to the hospital. They came back with a boy. Do you understand what I'm talking about?
It's now a boy.
Yes. So you can understand, if there is a benefit that will benefit God, I don't care which country is happy to be what. I go for the benefit of Christianity. If that 1 million will help our church, you are disadvantaged. God has the ability to shift. I made my decision.
Thank you, Prophet.
Would you go to a decision without money or with money? Money. Cash. What do you do now? Cash. Because we can do a lot with money.
Can you believe Prophet UEBERT Angel is at it again? This man doesn't cease to amaze me. He's not claiming to be the one who prophesied about Cote d'Ivoire winning this AFCON. And this is not the first time that a man like this is engaged in these gimmicks and tricks and all these things. He always does this thing that in a tournament he's going to predict one team, and towards the end he'll come back and say that he has changed his mind because he's the only one who is able to talk to God for God to change his mind. And you see some of these things that this guy does, and you ask yourself that why is he still on the pulpit? Why is Prophet UEBERT Angel still preaching and having a congregation that is listening to him? Is it because many of these people don't understand what the Bible teaches about these things? That a man of God should be honorable, that he should be a man of good reputation, that he should be somebody who has not been engaged in any kind of public humiliation. And this man is clearly somebody in that space, that this guy was caught doing corruption. For somebody who has been given the highest post in your country, an ambassador of the country, and you use your position to engage in corruption, to engage in things that are illegal. And for somebody who calls yourself a prophet, who can't even stand and show the level of Christ in your life, righteousness and holiness is far away from you. But you still have the audacity to stand before God and to tell people that you are the one who says things and God changes his mind. And these are the things we tell people all the time, that these people try to create the impression that they are the ones who are closest to God. And so even when you talk or even when you pray, God is not going to listen unless they have prayed, that they have a different grace than you do. And so because of that, they will have a different pedestal they stand on than you, making you feel like an inferior Christian and they are the superior ones. But even if it is the case, Prophet UEBERT Angel shouldn't be that kind of person. This guy can't be trusted. This is the same guy that is who came back and was doing miracle money, trying to create a whole doctrine or a whole movement in the body of Christ, especially in Africa, that you can just pray and money will start entering into people's bags miraculously. But when he got to his turn, he couldn't pray for miracles to enter into his own bag. He was pushing people to give bribe and to push money into his pockets. And so these are the things we say. And you see Prophet UEBERT Angel, who is doing the same thing again in trying to say that, because God initially said that Nigeria was going to win, but because somebody has come and the person is willing to pay some $1 million or 500,000 or whatever the money is, because the ministry needs money to run, he's going to talk to God to change the mind, and that's what he did. And how does this thing go on in the body of Christ? Why do we do these things to ourselves as believers? Why we lift up frauds, or we lift up people who are liars, wolves in sheep's clothing, and then we allow these people to go on and make the church unpopular, to bring disrepute onto the name of the church. And it's painful that UEBERT is still in the ministry doing these things. But it's not as if it's something that Bible has not spoken about already. And so Bible tells us in the book of Matthew 7 verse 15, and it says that beware of false prophets. Beware of false prophets, people who come in the guise of true prophets, that they are speaking from the Lord. Their doctrines are very weak. They are unable to teach you anything that leads you to righteousness and holiness. Everything that they teach you points to themselves as the ones who are superior, as the ones who are bringing you salvation. And everything is about their own glory, their own wealth, their own beauty, their own everything, and less about Jesus Christ. That these people call the name of Christ, but Christ doesn't show in their lives. Bible says that beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing. They pretend to you. They come in a pretense. They come faking who they are. They look beautiful. They look nice. They speak articulately. But in them, Bible says that but inwardly they are ravenous wolves. They are ravenous wolves because they come to snatch you away from the true Christ. They come to snatch you away from what God has prepared for you. And so seeing these things, that when it happens, that people want to and prophesy about scores and prophesy about people who are going to win elections, people who are going to win tournaments, because when it happens like that, they look powerful in the eyes of people. And these are selfish moves that people do sometimes to draw attention to themselves. And you can hear Prophet UEBERT Angel saying that this is the way that they bring people into the church, that people trust them and people locate them and all these things. But this is not Christianity in any way. This is how the church is becoming daily, and this is the reason why you look at the church today and you don't see any fruitfulness, you don't see any growth, you don't see any holiness and righteousness, and these are the things you only see. So I hope that we learn from these things and understand that a person like Prophet UEBERT Angel, even as he has gone through that gold mafia, the whole gold mafia issue, and nothing really happened, and all you see is that this guy is jumping back on the pulpit and behaving as if he is the holiest person or he's the most righteous person. I mean, there's no example, there's no leadership by example. By now he should be sitting down learning how to live according to the things that God has called us to do. But because nobody holds him accountable, and because he knows that people are gullible and people are going to brush these things aside, he also takes advantage and does what he wants to do. I hope that this video blesses you. If you have any comments, leave them in the comment section. If you have not done already, like this video so that it goes far. Also subscribe to the channel and get this channel growing. I will see you on the next one. Take care of yourself and bye-bye.